and we definitely want to go for a Mascot. So first Innocence, then we use mana from the Elves for Mascot, and this is one of the big engines for the game, because most of our creatures have very low power, even though like they have, you know, pretty high cost. Like this, they start as 2-powered creatures usually, because then they can trigger Innocence and they still scale with, you know, their effects. Fenrir is a very powerful play here. Okay, this is one of the cool cards. Okay, we can do some real magic here. I will definitely pump the Mascot. We will have 2 counters, but I think we want to play like this. Go, Zack. Show everyone that you are the best. Oh, the Squire. Squire is a little bit better. Okay, this is actually perfect. Okay, man, you will see how much we will scale. You will be surprised. So we saddle with this guy. Now we can start attacking. So this will be a 2-2. And we can also attack with Innocence, because this is such a hard block for them. They don't want to lose Fenrir. But otherwise they are taking so much damage. And we could even protect it, man. I really like the Mascot. We have 2 mana on this turn, so we could play something more. Or we can just protect the Mascot and go from it. You know, go with it. I honestly want to protect it. Especially that we can even play Elves then. And this deck has no sweepers because they are an aggro deck. Which means that this is like pure value. And Mascot will keep growing every turn. This one grows. You can already see one. And this is just a start, because we have so many more like interactions that it will be fun. Alright, Elves. Okay. We play the land for sure. We can go for this guy, super big, or just Innocence. Yeah, I think this is better, because we will draw so many cards with this one. And we'll put the counter, so this one will have flying, and that's probably how we will try to win the game. So this one didn't trigger yet. We definitely want... Okay, I think I know. So we go for the Mascot, we get another card. This is like not even the top end for this deck, it's just, you know, a start. And now we can go for 1. Because we triggered everything. We want as many creatures as possible, so this guy gets big. And it has flying, so it will go around everything our opponent has. So we can... Okay, we can saddle. And we can saddle with this, I guess, because of Summoning Sickness. So this should be a pretty nice attack, honestly. We're not even there, and already... Okay. I was like, why is it 3-3? I'm this close to attacking with Innocence just to turn it into enchantment. It might be good. They play white for some, but let's go like this. They should not play a sweeper. So we put the counter, and now we can get the counter from this guy. And I want it on the Mascot, so this one needs 3 counters. Right? Okay, so we can take 1. We draw a card. We still get it... Oh, right. We get it back because we create a creature. And this is such a fun deck. I have to say, I'm kinda impressed by it. And moment I added this, then the deck changed completely. Like, it is, I have to say, I did not appreciate this card enough. It's so strong, because you get a very good, like, on-curve drop. It's a 2-3, so it doesn't die to Burst Lightning. It can even block very often a 2-drop or something. And then you can draw cards with it. You know, you can pump, basically, a lot of stats into the board, create creatures out of nowhere, so the Squire and you know, Space Dragon get some value. But they will attack for huge lifelink, so that's a bit of a problem. I think they should go for the Squire. Okay, this is also probably a fair choice. We need to find a creature. I think that's the important part. We cannot trade against this. So we take the damage. I want to be aggressive, because there is a chance we will just close the game here. We didn't hit what we need, which is a bit unfortunate. So we played the land. Simrip doesn't really hit much. I guess we get rid of the elves, but we'll do it after. Can it hit target non-land permanent? Huh. With this we could draw cards. You know what? I think it's better. I think it's better than, you know, just going for the elves. They don't really matter, and this matters because we get the ability. And that's a pretty good ability, and we also trigger everything. Yeah, this was the right call, man. This is so fun. I wish we did it. Okay, see? That's why we tried to do it. Now we can go for the dragon, and now our opponent is not the only one with the space dragon. This is so fun. So we will use Cavern, you won't believe, on constructs, because we actually have a construct tribal here. Do we go for this guy? We can... This one is a little bit better statted. Yeah, let's go with this. Because I want to have something chunky on the board as soon as possible, and if we draw something with a counter, maybe we can, you know, get basically extra card. We are, of course, you know, on mana screw, so, you know, not optimal situation. We will have to try to survive, and a little bit of a problem is the fact that this deck scales and we scale. So the player that doesn't get to play lands really falls off very quickly, so we need to kinda try to get there as soon as possible, you know, by drawing lands. But we have some ways to cheat a little bit. Like, we can use this maybe later to get a creature. And okay, that was literally what I was thinking about, but I forgot I don't have the mana. But it's fine, we can get there. And by the way, you can see this 2-3 made a huge difference, just saved us 2 life. I will still play this. And now we know they have the Veil? And if they have the Veil, why wouldn't they attack? Like, it's such a good deal. So I don't think we can attack on this turn. We want a creature in the graveyard, then we can ooze it, so it gets the counter, and then when we attack with this, we get the creature. Oh, Bristly Bill. Bristly Bill. But we have answer, we just need to fix our mana. Oh man, this is so messy right now. It's very hard to play Caverns. Like, I kinda switch between playing Caverns and not playing it, but when I didn't use it, I got matched with like some control decks, and it was like, man, it would help so much if I could play 1, 3 or 4 drop, knowing it won't be countered. And usually you can fix the mana, as you can see, not always perfect, but usually kinda works. Okay, I think this is the... Okay guys, this is actually the moment. Okay, how do I get the second counter? We need to scale this as soon as possible. Okay, we need to think. So I can play Zack and Sheltered. Very tempting, but what do we go for? This is a 3-3 then, so they can trade. We don't want this. And we need to remove the counter too. If I go Warden, they have red, but they probably don't. I think we have to set up one more turn. Because we are at 20, so they shouldn't be able to kill us on the next turn, I hope. They don't have Tifa, and they don't have the Hydra. Chocobo is good, but it doesn't scale to, you know, 50 damage. It scales to like 8 to 10 damage usually. So with Hydra we can start spamming the board on the next turn onward, and that will give us all the counters, all the scaling. That's how we will try to cheat the value. And don't forget, we also have the Gearhulk, so for later part of the game, when I finally hit like 5 mana, oh, this is the scary card. Man, I hope they will tap, but I don't think they will. They see white, and white means removal. They should attack with Chocobo, but they aren't. I'm happy with it. Okay, guys, so if I play Shelter, they will just protect the creature I target. So that's not perfect. We have to play this. 100%. Yeah, those veils that they crank in the hand are such a problem. This is an interesting one, but I think we just keep making spirits. We are kinda behind because we cannot play our cards. On 5 lands we would be already like dominating this board. Are there any creatures? Not yet. Not yet. So I could attack, remove 2 counters, make a think. We didn't play a land for this turn. Like, I wonder how important it is to hit a land here. Because I can kinda sacrifice this creature without big cost, because this will lose the counter and this will lose the counter, right? We can... Oh, yeah. And then we protect this, and we draw a card and still make a 2-2. Enters. We don't need to cast it. I think it's worth it, guys. Let's go. I tell you, this card is so huge. And let's go, Zack. Okay, we got the land. That's what we tried to do. Alright. Oh, it didn't trigger. I thought this will trigger. So, do we care about Zack and this guy? I think this is so good. Like, we can put counters with Hydra. And I guess we can do this... No. I think we do it. I think we do it. With those small creatures, we can usually block a lot. The trample is the only problem, and we'll try to solve it on the next turn. Hopefully. Defender Rider. Really? I really think everyone playing this card misuses it every time. Like, I don't know how it's possible, because we are not killing this. Like, we actually just wanted to make sure that this doesn't die in combat because it has worse stats. So I'm not sure what the point of the play was, and because they play Defend the Rider, they didn't put the counter, which could be on Tifa right now, because they want to kill us with this on the next turn. And we can use the mana to get the counter. And I like it. So far, so good. We probably need to survive this huge Tifa turn. So let's see. If they have landfall, into landfall, this will be 8 at least. And they can even double, so it's 16 with the right land. We can block the rest. So, okay, this is the correct land. Oh boy. Oh boy. I hope we survive this. Oh boy, this is getting really scary. So we have double shelter. The problem is that they have protection spells, but I hope that was the last one. We need to check the priority when they will be attacking and stuff, so we can check what's up. Oh wait, is it enough? I didn't consider Brissy Bill thingies. Oh no, I think it's enough. We can get the counter for Ooze. Yep, they're already getting there, but wait, this is not lethal. That's good. We just care about lethal on this turn. And we have nice blocks on those two. They seem to be scared to attack. Alright, we can literally ignore it. You know what? I think we will. Like, I think we will. They need to make the same play on the next turn. Tifa has 6 counters, but they're fully tapped. So we know that we can shelter this. We just need one big creature so we can attack. We have this. Okay, so I think we won. I tell you, man, I think we won. I have it all solved in my mind. 17 damage, go. It's interesting they didn't go for it, but they probably are scared of counterattack. And, well, kinda rightfully so. So we go for the Warden here. Oh, but we need to go for Tifa. Oh, okay. I thought that we'll remove Chocobo. And when they block here, we pump this so it doesn't die. But then we die to Tifa. They will definitely pump enough. So we kinda have to go for this, unfortunately. Oh, wait. We can go twice, but then we cannot pump. But this is kinda good enough, I guess. Okay, I think I know. So we go this. Can we? Yes, we can. And this guy got dot because I'm trying to not mess it up, because I think we can win it quite easily. So we go for this. No Brissy Bill for you. I want those, free stuff. And we remove counter from this. And I guess the Ooze. We won't be attacking with this. Let's keep counters on the Hydra. Because as long as we draw cards, they cannot kill us on the board with this. Like, it has no trample, so it doesn't matter. And once we start getting to our lands, creatures, like, guys, just so we are clear, we're still on 4 lands. We went through 1/4 of the deck. So we are playing, like, basically the whole deck has 16 lands, so that's way above what we would expect. That means, for example, we cannot play this on 6 mana into creature, into token from Hydra. This alone can create 5 different creatures with probably like 15 in stats. So this will be bigger than Chocobo probably. But we are not there yet with the mana. And as you can see, they literally cannot go through this. And that was a fun game, I have to say. It was really close with this Tifa attack. Okay, so we start with Elves, that's for sure. You want to really ramp up the mana. Like, the fact that you can play, like, Hydra on turn 2 and, you know, the Space Dragon on turn 3 is such a big deal. And you can even use this mana to ramp this guy. Like, this is why I like this card so much already. It's just so flexible. Alright, so this is a 1-1, and with Exhaust, you draw X cards. So this might be... Okay, so this is just a card on deck. I was like, for a moment... you know, it's a Merfolk deck. So cool. And then I realized, nope. No, it isn't. So I think we just go with Warden, honestly. It might die. So you know what? Let's check. 1 mana spell. Could be a bounce. Which kinda doesn't make a difference then. So we want to play something that forces a bounce because it's so good. Okay, it's Sailor. Sure, that's good. So with Warden we can start scaling very quickly, especially that we have double, and we can even go for this one. So when it enters it will get like 5 counters and pump everything by +5. So this might be our idea for finishing this game. Shepherd. When this creature enters, search for a plains or a creature card with mana value 1 or less. Alright, that's cool. Flying elf. That's something you don't see every day, man. Elf druid bird. But it was worth, so it was a little bit of an investment from our opponent. And now we have the big turn. You know what? Maybe we just go for this. This will create such a big board. I think they already will struggle to fight it. Okay, I like it. So first, moment. I think first we create the spirit. Because it gets the pump. And I want to have as many creatures as possible, and as you can see, we can already start swinging, which is super massive. Ow, that's a bad sign, guys. This is not good. If they want it in the graveyard, that means they have Cardon in the hand. And they will start using those abilities very quickly. Right? Otherwise, I don't see this being worth it. They're 20, they can take hits. And every turn it will be bigger and bigger hits, so you generally want to block as late as possible without dying. You know, that's how you usually play those matchups. They have Mockingbird, so they can steal the dragon. But I'll be honest, I'm pretty happy with this turn so far. We might draw something potentially, depending how we play. Alright guys, we have 4 mana. I kinda want to play the Warden into something if we draw right. Oh, but we are not drawing. We need to play this guy if we want to draw. Which means we can... Oh man, this is awkward. This Tapland is kinda problematic here. I think we want to swing hard. You know? So I will just play it for 0, because that gives us a chance to draw a card and play something more. Now we can attack. We are not playing this in case we draw the right land. And we want to swing as hard as we can. And we remove counters from those two because they are not participating. Elves. I mean, this is an extra creature. I'll take it. So basically they must have something absolutely devious for the next turn, because otherwise they cannot beat this board, I think. We have Gearhulk, so we should be fine on value. Even if they sweep magically, and they shouldn't, I think we should be fine. Let's go for more creature. You can see that this board scales so hard. Like, without Sweeper, you literally cannot beat this board. It's just too much stats. It's like, you know, 30, probably more. And it just gets worse and worse every turn. And it scales even faster over time. So, yeah, that was an interesting one. I think we're this close to losing, but I think they have some combo. Alright guys, this is actually looking amazing so far. So what can we do? We go green mana into Elves, and then we'll see. I don't think we'll play Innocence on turn 2, but we'll see what we draw. And we can always... It seems very reddish, and this hello seems to be a mono-red hello. Alright, we have a nice day. Let's go with hello to mono-red. So... I think we go for the Tapland here, but man, then we cannot play Zack, so this will be a bit of an awkward turn for us. But I think we still go for it. Well, Zack is kinda important. And we can go for... No. I think, guys, I know it feels slow, and it is, but I think it's a good play for this turn. And we can swing. Demonic Ruckus. So they will probably play a strong 2-drop and pump it, because we are kinda tapped. It will hurt, but an Innocence is really good at just saving your life in really awkward situations. It's not easy to cast because it has this double white, so it kinda doesn't perfectly work with the elves, but you know, it's so much value that it's still worth it. And now we can go for the Gearhulk or Innocent Zack. I think this guy is better. So they will Slickshot us. Okay, this is super important. How do we beat Slickshot? Man, maybe we just go for the life gainers and then we can play the dragon. Yeah, I think this is the play. But we don't have the right mana. Okay, that means we are going for Gearhulk. I'm considering this because then it will scale the other creatures faster. Can they kill us? This is just a 4. This will outscale it. Okay, I'm going for this because the faster you play it, the faster it pumps everything by like +2/+2 or +4. And then, you know, they cannot go through the ground anymore. This is super scary. And this one doesn't have reach. So I kinda want them to play Slickshot and not kill me. If that's possible, I would really appreciate it. Then we can go Gearhulk into Simrip and get rid of the Slickshot. And hopefully that will be enough, and then we hope that they cannot go through air and again. You know, that's the play. I'm not sure if it will work. Firebrand. Man, this card terrorized me in Historic when I was playing Magic in like beta. That was such a scary card. Okay, this... Oh boy. I think this top deck just changed everything. Okay, so we get rid of Slickshot. We probably pump this because they cannot kill it, I think. Okay, guys, I think this is a one game. So we will go for Construct. We will use it because it's wrong mana, but it will be useful later. We pump this guy. Oh, you know what will happen? They will block with the Firebrand and then sacrifice it. Oh no. We still need to go through the Slickshot. So even though it's not perfect, so I was even considering going for the Firebrand, but then it's not great because Slickshot can literally just Slickshot one-shot you know? And now we go for Zack. And it also gets the counters, and it will use this mana to protect the dragon, which is super nice. We could even transfer the counter, but we're not so desperate, so let's not do it. Oh boy. I mean, let's go for it. It will be 2-turn lethal, they need to kill us on the next turn. I think our opponent will know how to play this. Yeah, let's go. I think this is the best plan. So they need to block this and then sacrifice and hit our face. No way. Come on, no way. I could literally just sacrifice it. But let's keep it. I think they missed incredibly good play. Like, they didn't attack because they couldn't, and they could use basically this untapped creature to get so incredible much value. Okay, that's annoying of course, but we already live gained what we needed. So now we are not scared anymore. Except the fact... Okay. Except the fact that we'll hit for like 10, and they can reflect 10, which is a lot. Okay, I think we go for... Wait. What do we have in the hand? We can get rid of Firebrand. Then we hit with... 11 on Elf and 10, so it's 21 damage. I mean, that's good enough. Oh, but we need to tap the Elf for it. But we can deal 10 damage. Alright, I think this is good enough. Because this is the only play that gives us removal instantly, and we need removal instantly to get rid of the Firebrand. They will hit our face. I think they can target their own creature, so they can target Nemesis with this. That's a funny combo. But it won't work against us. And I'm going for the instant, just to make sure that whatever they do, I guess we have to tap anyway. Okay, so let's get rid of the blocker. we still have one big blocker here, so even on ground they cannot kill us probably on the next turn. I think that's it. I think we won. Ah, Scoop, explosion time. Man, that's a 22 damager. On 1 mana they cannot reflect enough, and on 1 mana they cannot kill those creatures. Like, this deck is incapable of doing so. And yeah, that was it. And we even live gamed to 30, but this was fun. Hey guys, welcome to the outro, and this deck actually went through so much that you have no idea. This deck was completely different at first with Zeniths. I didn't have the Gearhulks, and it went through so many changes because I started with like 0 and 5. Like, I played with like the first version of this deck and I kept losing. I lost 5 games in a row and I was like, it's not so bad. Like, I know there's potential here, and I started switching cards, and right now I really like what we got. And we will talk about some cards because some of them are really amazing in this deck. But first, our absolute legend for today is none other than Stackhouse A. And my friend, you got probably the most fun aggro deck I have seen so far. Like, I really enjoyed playing this one, so I hope it was fun to watch. Really thank you for you supporting the channel and, you know, just being part of it. So that's super appreciated. Thank you, man. And yeah, about this one, but it's so hard to squeeze all of those cards. But honestly, like, when I added Amalgam, that was like one big game changer. I played against this card, and I have to say, like, the synergy of drawing extra card while still getting an extra creature, and even though you lose 2/2 in stats with those counters, having additional creature gives you so many more options, especially against like black decks, or something forces you to sacrifice stuff, and you know, this type of plays. But you also trigger Squire, and those extra creatures are so good at taking the Space Dragon, you know, counters, and you can start saddling. Like, when you have more than one creature in the board, it just makes it so much easier to find the place, you know. And Ooze is of course here to remove the graveyards, but it does so in a very cool way of putting counters which we can use to either draw cards with this, or you know, we can just multiply them. This is a lot of stuff that you can do with this deck. And Enduring Innocence is a bit of a weird choice in a way, but I really liked it because sometimes you really miss on cards here. This is your draw engine. Gearhulk can also draw you cards, but if you don't hit any of those, or you know, they get removed, you don't have too much to go for the longer game. But with Innocence, you can basically play like a super long game, going into like half the deck or something, because your board will always be better. And because this one doesn't die, I mean, it dies, but it goes into enchantment form, that also means that even against sweepers, you very often can be fine. If you have, let's say, double Innocence, they sweep the board. Okay, you have nothing, no cards in the hand. You draw Llanowar Elf. Normally you scoop at this point. You have nothing. Well, now you play Elves, you trigger double Innocence, and you probably get more creatures, so you can keep drawing basically 3 cards a turn forever. And suddenly it's control that needs to be scared. I added Cavern of Souls, but it's super awkward in this deck because for Gearhulk you need 4 different colored mana. So usually, unless you are forced to play this on something early game, you probably should name the construct just to make sure that turn 4 can be Gearhulk, because if you name anything else, you cannot cast it on curve anymore. And yeah, Zack is absolutely amazing together with Mascot. Like, Mascot is also here to remove artifacts, but I really like this. I don't know, I have just a weakness. Maybe it's art, I like dogs, and I just love this card every time it's in the board, and because it puts counters, it also synergizes nicely with Amalgam. You can play this, you can use it to saddle, then you put the counter, and if you stack triggers right, you can, you know, draw a card. I think that's how it works. I think we tried it, but yeah, I would need to rewatch the video. So basically you have so many synergies, drawing cards, and of course Gearhulk has all like access to those 1-drops. I only play 1 Simrip. I tried 2, but it's so hard to find a slot. Like, what do you remove? You need Innocences, you need Wardens. By the way, this was like the second card. Moment I added it, the deck started clicking, and of course the Space Dragon together with it. It just helps so much to create those white boards that are unbeatable. So I in the end went with one Simrip, so we have one removal during the game, one protection spell. This one is an enchantment, that's why we don't play the other green ones like Royal Treatment and stuff, because they cannot be searched with Gearhulk. And I found place for 3 elves, no more. They are sometimes a little bit awkward because this requires double blue, so you cannot ramp into it, but it still works, and you can ramp into those 4 drops faster, and you can even use it for Exo or the Ooze. So I was really happy with this deck. I had a blast. And tell me in the comments if you enjoyed it, because I'll be honest, I would love to play more with this deck. It was the most fun aggro deck so far. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you to all the patrons that are supporting the channel. It means a lot, and really thank you guys. You are absolute bros for it. And yeah, I think that's it for today. Hope you had fun, guys. Thank you for watching until the end, and see you tomorrow.